one. Oh, baby. It's a blimp. It is a blimp. It is so fat. Hey everyone, Jesse here with Jackfish Hills Outdoors. Believe it or not, it is April 23rd today. And as you can see, I drove out on the ice. And the ice is in the best shape it's been in all year. Last weekend, drove out on the lakes. This weekend, the weather was still good all week. Was able to drive out. I'm on Fern Lake today. I'll even name drop it. Fern Lake, right up by Kitty Lake. It's a well-known lake. It produces massive trout, splake, rainbows, and maybe they put browns in here. I can't remember, but it's rainbows and splake for sure. Been doing a lot of looking on Google Maps, and there's a nice flat on the backside of this island here. Gonna drill some holes, look down some holes. I got my sonar. We'll check for some depth, see if there's anything we like. If not, I'll move to a spot where I have caught fish before. We're gonna not mess around and get a bunch of holes drilled and see what we can make happen. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's, what time is it? It's 9:40. I couldn't find any sand or any transitions or nothing too special. So then I started to focus on, okay, well, maybe I can find the depth change. So that's what I started to do. I drilled a bunch of holes all in a big semicircle around me and was gonna go start checking them out with my sonar and just with my eyes. And my rod went off. So, stuck on the ice. I think it's super important to have braided line as your backing on your trout rods, because just for this reason, they really like to do circles around the bottom of the ice. And you need that abrasion resistance, a good quality braid, like a Power Pro or a Suffix 832 or whatever. But it's really nice to have that abrasion resistance when they're just doing 360s at the bottom of the hole, which is what this fish is doing. He's just at my leader now, so he's only about 3 feet under the ice, but he's just doing circles. And also super important, because I'm only using I'm only using a 6-pound line for my leader, fluorocarbon. So I'm only, using 2 pounds drag, just for the fact that if my line gets caught on the ice and makes a weak spot, I really just don't want to pop it. Oh, here we go. Gotcha. Beautiful fish. Probably about a 20-incher, I'd say. All right, so they just reduced the limits on this lake. You're only allowed 3 splake and only 1 over 43 centimeters. This guy's gonna go back. I'm just trophy hunting today, so slip him in the water. Back he goes. Right on. And cool thing about this hole is it's right next to this deep water. I just had time to check out one of my lines, or one of my holes I drilled, and it was deep. So I was just walking back to grab my sonar to see how deep it was, and that's when this rod went off. So this is my hole up on the weed flat, right by that drop off. It's a little key hint there. He is. Got my back turned to these people behind me, because I don't really want to let them see what I got on, if it's anything worthy. Feels heavy right off the start, real heavy. Oh, it's because there's a bunch of weeds piled up in them. All I see at the bottom of my hole is weeds. He's close. I can see my leader. So again, here I'm only putting on 2-3 pounds of pressure. Oh, it's a really nice splake. Bigger than the last one. Got him. A little bigger than the last one. They're solid 20-incher probably. Sweet, get them back. That was a nice spur of bites there. We'll get this guy set back up and then continue checking our deep water holes over there. And if I can find that edge, if it's a sheer steep drop, I might move. I might not move completely, but I might try and focus my time closer to right on that drop. Especially it's getting later in the day. It's close to 10 o'clock now. Their fish are gonna stop, in my opinion, they're gonna stop being up on the shallow flats feeding, and they're gonna push to that deeper water, that deeper edge, the deeper structure throughout the midday. But what do I know? Well, I got tired of letting the jaw jackers do the work, so I decided to pick up my rod and go jigging, and it resulted in a giant rainbow trout. Got her in the live well here. I'm gonna take her out, give her a quick measure, and then I got a release hole just behind me and we'll let her go. But check this fish out. Big, beautiful, silver rainbow. Look at that. Oh, quick measure of her. She is 24 inches, 23 and a half. Well, 23 and 3/4. And just a tank. So healthy. That is amazing. All right, that's enough of this girl out of the water. Let's go put her in the release hole. Woo! 23 and 3/4 inch rainbow. It's a trophy fish in my book, so you know what that means. Time for a nip. Man, that was awesome. Oh, what do you know? My jaw jacker just went up. So let's go see what's on there. It's not very big. I think I can already see him down there. Didn't take any line out. Oh yeah, this is a little baby, and it's a rainbow too. Look at this little guy. So I just caught big guy. Now, other end of the spectrum, nice little 13-inch rainbow. Just so fat. This lake grows them so big. Great genetics, great lake for stock trout. It's amazing. Cool. See you, buddy. Got him jigging. Sweet. What a 13-incher, maybe? Just probably got put in last year. Back he goes, or she, it, back it goes. Gotta be neutral. So, back to jigging. That bumblebee jig. Nice splake, come in and just crushed it. There we go. Yeah, nice solid fish. Awesome. Pop that hook out, send them home. Sweet. Good fish. Pretty fish. Little flopper. Ah! Ah! Settle down, settle down. Okay. Anyway, you get the point. Just a little one. Just relax. A little skinnier than the ones I've been catching, but still a good 17, 16-inch fish. Right on. Back he goes. Got a fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Sweet. Yeah, look at that cute little guy. Beautiful. Alright, there he is in all his glory, or her glory. I think it's a her. Awesome fish. So pretty. Cool. There she goes. I literally was just taking my sandwich out of the pack, and boom, fish. Pretty good problem to have, eh? I'd say a very good problem to have, really. And I think it's gonna be a good one. I hope. I mean, as cute and awesome as those little 14-inchers are, I'd like to see some more big ones. Or at least just decent ones, you know, those 22. Whoa. Those 22-inchers even. Jeez. I like the sounds of that. That was awesome. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dreams might be coming true. Come back. Come back. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, baby. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, again, 2 pound drag, 2-3 pound tension. I'm hooked on the ice. I'm hooked on the ice. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that. That was not good. That's why you use really light drag. It's because you get hooked on the bottom of the ice with these trout, and if you're stiff, they're just gonna pop you off. Oh no, he's back at that crack. He's back at that bad spot. Come on, where are you? Oh, that is a bad. I might re-drill this hole because that is a super bad crack. Very good splake. Very good splake. Maybe the biggest one of the day, splake wise. Very good fish. Sweet. Take those all day. Good fighters, good eaters too. But I've been eating enough splake and enough trout lately that I don't need this one. All right, so it is 1:45. I decided to pack out a Fern because I was really worried about that trail softening up and me getting stuck because there were some pretty bad ruts and still some pretty deep snow. Fortunately, here at Atchison Lake, just right over, I was able to drive down the trail without not a huge issue. I think I'm the first vehicle to drive down that trail this year. Might be a little dicey on the way out, but I think I'll get it. I'm not too scared. I tried driving on the ice just quickly, just to check it out. Atchison's very small. You look on the map, it's a tiny little lake. So I can walk across it in about 2.5 minutes, I'm pretty sure. But as you can see, I just broke through. We are on a south facing slope. All this side just gets direct sunlight all day, melts, and all that flood water, melt water really softened up the ice quite a bit on shore here. So I don't want to risk driving out, and I will walk from here. We're gonna unload the sleigh and get fishing. All right, so been set up for I don't know, set up for just enough time for me to enjoy half of my sandwich, and I was just about to go out and start punching a few more holes. Didn't get time. My rod went off. I stuck with my gut. I was like, you know what, this looks like a really good spot. But the only thing that I was hesitant of is the water was super murky. I don't really know why. I can't really explain it. You'll have to ask a limnologist maybe. And I debated moving it because it was murky, but I was like, nope, it's such a good spot. If it wasn't murky, I'd be 100% confident. So I didn't. And it resulted in my first fish here at Atchison Lake. Now, I've fished Atchison it's a big one. It's a big one, I think. Big, dark rainbow. Absolute stud. It's a good one. It's really good. The tail looked as big as the one I got at Fern. Can't see a thing. He must have nosedived right in the mud because it is just algae in my hole. But he's right there, like he's not going on any big runs. Hugely different fight from that last big rainbow. That last big rainbow was big silver one, full of energy, full of piss and vinegar. That fish fought me for 5 minutes, maybe more. Like it was nuts. Went on 3 just massive runs. This guy, he's just dead right at the bottom of the ice. I just can't get his head up the hole. Here we go, here we go. I see his head. Oh, I see a big, just big red gill flap. Oh, he don't want to come up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. I couldn't grab him. The hook's barely in. The hook's barely in his lip. Oh my gosh, this fish is huge. Yeah, I got you this time. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yes! Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna scream because there's no one else here, baby. Ow! Ow! Man. Big hook jaw rainbow. Oh, yeah! That fish is so thick. Look at that. Fantastic. Woo! We've got, oh yeah, that's a beauty. 23 and a half inches. And just totally different from that last rainbow, or from that one at Fern. Dark hook jaw male. Absolute stunner. There we go. We're gonna get this big buck back. 23 and a half inch buck. Oh, there he goes. He gone. He gone. Woo! Just released a 23 and a half inch big male rainbow trout. And that is another trophy fish in my book. So you know what that means. It's time for a nip. Oh yeah! Tastes just as good as the first one, baby. Wow! Two totally different fish, totally different colors, male and a female, I'm assuming. I'd take that big female over that one any day though, because that female fought so hard, it was insane. This one was on the jaw jacker. The other one I caught jigging. So maybe that has something to do with it. Lazier fish wanted a still bait, where the more aggressive, healthy fish wanted that moving bait. I don't know, but that was fantastic. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't just wake up from a nap right now, because I totally did. I woke up from a little 10-minute nap and there was a fish on. Couldn't have been on here longer than 10 minutes. Took it and went for a big run. Might be a big fish. Another big rainbow, hopefully. Geez, did he ever have a lot of line out? This might be a big fish. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's another beautiful rainbow. Not as big as the last one. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. It is maybe just as big as the last one. Maybe just a little smaller, but like just as fat. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a blimp. It is a blimp. It is so fat. Oh my goodness. It's huge. It fills up the 8-inch hole. It's a jumbo. Oh, I'm so happy I woke up from that nap when I did. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so fat. Oh, that's the fattest one yet. Oh man, so fat. So fat. Look at that rainbow spewing eggs. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Brought that fish real quick back to my live well here. Just a stud. 23 and a half, another 23 and a half. And look at this. Look at that for 23 and a half. That's 8 inches to right there. Just a stud. Okay. Big, beautiful, healthy rainbow. Got a little release hole here for her. Again, one last look. Now, you don't want to pump fish. You don't want to swoosh them. You don't want to pump them up and down to release them. You don't want to do that. Just give little tail shakes, side to side, maybe rotate them a bit, but never thrush them, never push them. Breathing nice. There she goes, she's starting to kick now. Got some life. I don't want to drop her. I want her to kick out of my hand pretty hard. There, she's waking up. There she goes. She'll be good. There she goes. There she goes. Ha! Can you believe that? Now I have one nip left. One. And as awesome and amazing as that fish was, it's not worthy. Well, like, it's not it's definitely worthy. But since I only have one left, I need something bigger. That was fantastic. That was freaking awesome. Well, folks, I'd say my day is coming to an end. Judging by the sun, I'd say it's it's got to be pushing 8 o'clock. But yeah, just an awesome day. My neck is sunburnt. Probably the top of my head is burnt. I'm gonna go home, have a real stiff whiskey with like a little bit of whiskey and a lot of water. One of those 4-finger pour maybe. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Jackfish Hills Outdoors doing Fern Atchison Lake combo. Feel free to comment, message me directly. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know if anything surprises you or if you learned anything. That's really what I want to help people with, is I want to help people learn and learn respect for the same outdoors that I love. Gotta have respect for this resource. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.